Hey, it's Gunsmith Beard back with another gun video for Gun Talk. And as always, it's good to sit down and talk guns with you guys and girls. It's one of the highlights of my week, and it's something that I love doing. And so if you're new to the channel, I wanted to welcome you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for subbing. And hope you love the content and you keep coming back. Because without you guys that are subs and supporters of the channel, it makes this a whole lot harder. And so I give all the credit where credit is due. You guys are growing this channel because of your support and your love for the 2A and gun community. It's an awesome place to be. A big thank you to our channel supporters, which are BROWNELLS, SwampFox Optics, and Shooter Innovations. 3 wonderful companies to work with, very supportive companies, and they help fuel this channel and help bring new and cool things that you may or may not have seen before, and also bring in a lot of awesome conversations on those things. So I'm always appreciative of supporters. Big thank you to them. And so without further delay, let's actually take an up-close look at the gun we're going to talk about. And as always, we'll come back and have a discussion about it. So see you in a second. All right, guys and girls, let's talk about this crazy chassis / brace apparatus that I have. And you may or may not have ever seen this one. There are more and more of these coming out since braces are legal again for now. But anyway, let's do a safety check real quick to make everybody happy on the interwebs, the internets. So magazine, no ammo. Check the witness marks, no ammo. Nothing in the chamber. So you can see nothing in the mag well. Should be able to see daylight all the way through. So we're good to go. Magazine still has no ammo, and that way you guys can kind of see how this whole package works with a 33 round magazine with a chassis / brace setup for a Glock 19. And yes, you've seen this Glock 19 before. It's not an OEM Glock. Nothing about it has an OEM part. It's completely custom. The slide, again, if you really like it, it's made by SwampFox. They did all the fabrication for it, barrel, the whole works. The optic, if you like the optic, it is a closed emitter by SwampFox called the Kraken. This one's a green. It comes in red too if you'd rather have that. And it works really good for a setup like that because it sits a little higher, and you'll see in just a second why. But this is the brace option, and so it does have a brace with the strap to go on your forearm as designed, so it is technically a brace. To deploy the brace, you just kind of pull it off of the frame of the chassis. You'll see there's a little locking mechanism right here, and there's a groove that it kind of clicks into. So if you want to lock the brace to the side, you just kind of click it and it locks, and then if you want to deploy it, you just pull and then it clips. So there's a hinge with a push button release on the side, and you push it spring loaded and it unlocks. And it's real simple, but very lightweight, very deployable. If you wanted something to take a pistol that you already had and turn it into kind of a chassis carbines-ish setup, this may be a viable option because it's not expensive. When I got this, it was right when they released prototypes, and they were only about $100 and some, which makes sense because you do get a little bit more function out of it with having this brace part on it. Because if you do it the way you're supposed to do it and you run the strap around your forearm, it does make it like almost like an extension of your arm. Or if you do like every other American would do with this kind of setup, you would probably put it on your shoulder, and then you'd put your cheek and kind of bury it into this post right here. And like I said, because of the optic being just a little bit higher, both eyes open, I can pick up the dot insanely fast, and it just feels good. And it's very lightweight. The only gripe, and you guys probably can find the part or know of a part already that might work for this setup, is I haven't found a slide release lever that would work, that would give me enough purchase to make it easy to release it, because as you can see, the chassis part of it is really close to this lever, and so you almost need a really extended slide release lever. I have seen they have some that are extended, but they're not extended enough off the frame for a setup like this, because they basically just take the metal, make it a little longer, and then they bend it out a little further, and then bend it kind of back towards the frame. And it works for a gun that goes in a holster, a concealable gun, but a gun that goes into something weird and wacky like this thing, it kind of doesn't work. So I'm still looking for the right part for the slide release lever. Like I said, if you guys know of a one that you think would work, I will try it. I will pull this one out and we'll put the new one in and see how it does. But that's kind of one of those parts that I have been looking for this setup, because I think it would be a really cool addition and make it a little bit more functional than what it is. But everything else works really great on it. The optic, like I said, with the high sight works good. Even if when I finally do get my suppressors, swapping out the barrel for a threaded barrel and not a ported barrel, and run a can on it, that might be a really fun kind of setup too. But again, it's really compact. For what it is, I think it has a lot of potential, because you could 100% run a laser light, or just laser, or just light, and you'd have a pretty good little setup for something you can throw in a book bag, have a truck gun or a vehicle bug out bag with this in it. It has a lot of cool merit. So as always, because you can run the big stick mags like this, the 33 rounders, it makes this platform a little bit more palatable, a little bit more functional than just a fun kind of toy. I can see actually being able to pull this out of a bag. You could have it in a go bag in your vehicle. You could, have it by your bedside. I mean, you could pretty much do whatever you wanted with it, because like I said, it doesn't weigh a lot, and it gives you a lot of concealability, and it gives you a little bit more function. I don't know that this is for everybody, and it is kind of a weird, wonky thing, and that's kind of why I liked it. And again, I think you do need the slide release lever to be kind of protrudes out from the chassis and the frame substantially to make this more functional. But besides that, I think it has a lot of potential. I tend to like weird, unusual things that you don't see every day at the gun show, gun shop, or whatever. If it's different, I usually like it, and I like to try it and see if I really like it. But I'd love to hear your opinion. If this is something that is interesting to you, or something you might buy, then let me know. Or if it's something you're like, nope, not for me, that's fine too. We all have like different things we like and don't like. So let me know in the comment section what you think about this thing. Because to be honest, I still think it's weird, and I still think it's cool. And I have enough Glocks that I will sacrifice a Glock and use this chassis / brace system in it and go have fun and shoot. So maybe that's where it lives. You let me know what you think. As always, I'll catch you in the next video. And as always, work hard, God first. See ya.